There are countless doors all over the world that have not been opened for years and even centuries. The question is why? It seems like we can open any door these days. However, the truth is that some are better off staying sealed for very serious reasons. To this day, no one has yet figured what treasures they hide. In today's video, we will enlighten you about 4 doors that keep secrets very well. The Taj Mahal in India is one of the most romantic buildings in the world. Shah Jahan started the construction of the building in 1631 in honor of his third wife Mumtaz Mahal. They were married for 19 years, but she passed away at the birth of her 14th child. Yes, you heard that right, their 14th child. Shah Jahan was devastated by the loss of the love of his life. He decided to build this magnificent tomb 20 years later, with the help of 20,000 men and 1,000 elephants. The tomb was built. The design of the palace is very exquisite. 4 towers with the height of 40 meters. They stand in the 4 corners of the building. It looks pretty nice, but the main reason for their positioning is not aesthetic. In the 17th century, many architectural buildings collapsed under their own weight. That is why the chief architect of the Taj Mahal placed the towers away from the tomb. In addition, it gives them a slope so that if the debris falls, it will not damage the rest of the building. Apart from being a monument to infinite love, the Taj Mahal is an extremely mysterious place. It hides numerous sealed doors where no one is allowed to enter. In photos taken of the Taj Mahal from the riverside, you can see 2 levels of basements. They are tightly sealed. There are several theories as to why these rooms were sealed as early as Shah Jahan's time. Some researchers believe that the sealed rooms were made of marble, which could turn into calcium carbonate if exposed to carbon dioxide. As a result, the marble will start to crack. This is why the premises are locked and no one is allowed inside. These rooms also have no ventilation, and if too much carbon dioxide accumulates in the basement, it can topple the 4 towers that surround the Taj Mahal. However, this is only one possible reason. The other reason is that Mumtaz Mahal, Shah Jahan's wife, is buried in the Taj Mahal. Those who support this theory are sure that her body is in the basement of the palace. Moreover, her body has been preserved in the state in which it was when she died. There are many reasons why one might hear about the Great Sphinx of Giza. One of them is probably the mystery of this great monument. First of all, it is the largest monolithic statue in the world. It is 20 meters high, 19 meters wide, and 73 meters in length. According to scientific assumptions, the statue was built somewhere around 4,500 years ago. The Sphinx itself is a creature you may encounter in Greek and Egyptian mythology. It has the head of a woman and the body of a lion. And when they say that the Sphinx is a mystery, it is not just a metaphor. Especially when we talk about the Great Sphinx of Giza. It took 3 years for 100 workers to complete this project. According to some evidence, it is believed that the monument was originally much bigger than it is now. The interesting thing is that the workers who built the Sphinx were not slaves, and they were fed with various delicacies, such as sheep and goat meat. But of course, this is not the main secret hidden in the big Sphinx. With the help of special devices, scientists discovered 2 rectangular chambers at a depth of 7.6 meters. They are located underground just below the pores of the Sphinx. There is a theory that these chambers contain the mythical Hall of Notes. These records are believed to contain knowledge of life in the form of ancient scrolls. It is also believed that the ancient Egyptians managed to document the history of the famous lost continent Atlantis. Unfortunately, none of these theories have been proven. Archaeologists believe that the chambers had 2 different entrances, but both remain sealed. The authorities have so far successfully managed to stop researchers from unraveling this mystery. The temple is the pearl of the city of Kerala in India. Not only its beauty is the reason why this impressive building has become world famous. Under the temple there are 6 rooms named A, B, C, D, E, F. Probably not their original names. The doors to these rooms, besides being huge, are made of iron. Recently, the authorities decided to check what is hidden behind these doors. It took them a long time before they even managed to open them. However, the effort was worth it. In 2011, 5 of the 6 rooms revealed countless valuable treasures. Bags full of gold, precious stones, and priceless jewels decorated with diamonds. Everything discovered then is valued at a mind-boggling $1 trillion. But what happens to the 6th chamber? It remains closed, but not for lack of attempts to break into the premises. Many people believe that a curse protects the door leading to the room. Hypothetically, this curse could be removed if a saint or mage said a specific mantra in a certain order. But these days, there are no such people who can do that. There is a story that in the 1930s, several times treasure hunters tried to break into the 6th chamber, of course to rob it. But still they do not succeed. The reason is terrifying snakes that appeared, as if out of nowhere. However, no one can confirm the validity of this story. Authorities in India claim that the 6th room was opened more than once. They say that since 1990, people have entered the premises at least 7 times, and I haven't had anything tragic happen to them yet. In central China, deep under a hill surrounded by poisonous mercury, first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, lying undisturbed for more than 2,000 years. The first emperor was a Qing prince who was still very young when his father died, making him king. But because he was too young, he couldn't take office until he was 22 years old. Qin Shi Huang's greatest ambition is to conquer all 6 warring regions into which ancient China was divided. When he fulfilled his plans, the state was reunited under the rule of the Qin dynasty. The emperor passed away on September 10, 210 BC. In 1974, farmers were digging for a well not far from Heian in China when they discovered something rather unusual: a large ceramic soldier. This find marked the beginning of a large archaeological excavation that lasted more than 40 years. The figure of the soldier turned out to be only one of several thousand others. The shocking thing here is that each soldier has his own hairstyle, expression, and clothing. According to experts in the field, there are probably about 8,000 similar clay figures. Only about 2,000 have been excavated so far. The central tomb, where the emperor is probably buried, is yet to be explored. Interestingly, whether the mystery of the tomb will be revealed or not depends not on the authorities but on the scientists. According to the archaeologists working on the site, they do not have the necessary technology to excavate the tomb properly. Ancient records tell how the emperor built a huge underground city where the ceiling looks like the night sky and the stars are pearls. Sima Qian, a historian of the Han dynasty, wrote in Notes of the Great Historian that Qin Shi Huang's tomb had glittering towers and a palace for hundreds of servants. He also added that the place was full of treasures and rare artifacts. Streams and rivers of liquid mercury surround the emperor's tomb. The ancient Chinese believed that mercury gave them immortality. However, mercury may have been the cause of the emperor's death. He was so afraid of death that he regularly took mercury in the form of pills. The rivers of mercury are the main reason why scientists do not want to study the tomb. We know that the element can be extremely dangerous, both for the researchers and for the environment. The soil samples they took around the tomb showed an incredibly high level of mercury contamination. So, which of these doors would you like to open? Share with me below in the comments. Don't forget to hit a like and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel to stay tuned and check out our other videos.